Hello, how is everyone doing? So, today we are back with a new topic, and this is something I am sure you have been looking forward to because I know a lot of you actually use OBS. And to make OBS work with OneStream Live, you need to fine tune some adjustment. And this is not only for OneStream, you can use this for any other platform as well. So let's have a look. Anybody in the comments saying hello, hi, nothing? Okay, let's see. Hello, hi, Nilesh. Yes, today's topic is diverse to the point of OBS. Yes, I know I have been tweaking around it for a while, but it took me a while to figure out that what are the things OBS needs for a high performance stream. So this is something I'm going to cover in this. I have prepared some material to show, and also of course my usual style is show and tell. So I'm wondering who else is here. Let me check one more time. How is your morning going, Nilesh? So I guess it's about 9 or 10 a.m. right now. So okay, so I am having a minor issue that it seems my camera is glitching sometimes. So I'm not exactly sure is it because of wiring or it is just happening just like this. I'm not sure about the sound though, whether the sound output is correct or not, but let's see. So it could be my Atom Mini and probably the cable going there having a little bit of issue. So please forgive me for the glitches that happens all the time. And today I was stuck in traffic for almost 2 hours, and that is as horrible as it can be. Yeah, today's traffic was all about thunderstorm and heavy rain. So I was stuck on the road for very long time, and it kind of killed my mood. And this is my way of getting back to my normal mood. So okay, I'm not going to jibber jabber so much. So I want to show you guys what it is about. So first of all, OBS is a desktop software, means it will be able to take advantage of your hardware, especially the desktop PCs or Macs and MacBook Pros and etc. So it will be able to take advantage of how much RAM you have, what type of processor you have, and I would also give one tip that at the end of this show you will know that how you need to set up your OBS for a proper streaming performance. Yeah, I couldn't open the ATM cache. It could be that. For now, I think I will let go because right now I'm live. I'm really scared to open ATM settings at this point. So just bear with me, and yeah, I can see it because I'm monitoring the live as well on YouTube. So I can see that there is some flickering going on. Okay, so today's target is, after this show we will be able to know how to have a high performing stream using OneStream Live and OBS. So once you do this fine tuning, put them all together and have the correct settings. I am not going for 4K settings, but a high performance setting. So I will show both. One is with NVIDIA encoder and without the NVIDIA encoder. So then we will know that this is how we can set it up if we want to stream multicast with a high performing setup. But this is also created, I have kept this in mind that let's say your CPU or your laptop is not that powerful. So in that case, what should be the configuration? Very basic configuration. So from there you can scale up going forward. So let's take a look at, okay, so this I have shared the let me share the content that I have prepared. Where is this? Right, okay, here we go. So this is the deck I have prepared, so it will be a guidance step by step that what need to be done and tested. Yes, I have connected my camera to the HDMI port, and then from the Atom it's using a USB-C cable to USB-C in the desktop directly to the motherboard, actually this one. So I will check that after this show. And okay, let's go ahead with this. So I will make this screen bigger. I will remove myself from the screen so you guys can see what it is, what are we talking about today in today's show. Yeah, I'm going to change and swap the cables. Thank you, Nilesh. Yes, definitely. Definitely, I have multiple cables. It's just that when I started testing this just 30 minutes back, and I didn't have enough time to actually change cable and everything in between. I had to get ready, put everything in order, check the lights, check the camera and everything in between. So I have only noticed it when I started the stream, and it started flickering a little bit here and there. Now, this is the process. The process, it might look only 3 steps, but there are significant amount of things that need to be taken care of. But if you follow these steps, I can ensure that if your internet connection is more than 3 Mbps speed, you will be able to tackle your live stream without any delay, without having hiccups. So let's go and check on the process. The first process is basically optimize OBS. Now here we have 3 or 4 items. So I haven't prepared a demo for the item D in this list, but I will talk about it. So number A is remove the point of failures. So what is, a lot of people ask, what is the points of failures? So there are obvious things. Number one is Wi-Fi. When you live stream, do not use Wi-Fi. Get a Cat6, Cat7 cable, connect your desktop with a network card or connect directly to the router. So your latency will be lower and it will be lower constantly. So this is why it is very important, because usually the Wi-Fi system will be impacted by multiple different things, such as radio wave signals, then infrared signals, not infrared but microwave signals and such things. So you do not want a unstable Wi-Fi that can seriously impact your live show. So this is number one. And number two is definitely do a speed test. Before going to live stream, at least 15 minutes back, 15 minutes before you start your stream, do a speed test. And the speed test, I would recommend the minimum to have 10 Mbps upload speed, not download speed. It's not necessary, the download speed doesn't impact that much. The upload speed will impact because you are streaming through OBS from your desktop or your laptop to the cloud. So you will need definitely upload speed. Then you have to adjust the third item, you have to adjust the OBS settings for one stream specifically. And number four, the tools, I might not be able to cover it because I do not have the tools installed, but I will talk about it. Now, so I covered the point 1B, check upload speed. So how do you do it? You go to speedtest.net and then you run the test, and here this was a test from a different computer. So you can see the download Mbps is 231 Mbps and upload is 200.15 Mbps, means is more than sufficient for your live stream. You can even watch TV, but do not do that if possible. You do not want to interrupt your stream. So now you have the upload speed. So even if your upload speed is 10 Mbps, will be good, more than good enough for this specific purpose. Now, once we solve this one, then in the OBS settings, you need to enter the custom RTMP URL and URL stream key. So where do you find this? Let me share the screen and remove this share for a bit. Okay, we are back. Let me share the screen again and pick up the okay, here we go. Now you can see, let me make this bigger so you will be able to see it clearly. So in your dashboard, in your Onestream dashboard, go to new stream and go to third party RTMP source. This is what you are going to use when you are going to stream using OBS or OBS like software. Now it will present you to this screen. You can adjust background, you can adjust security, embed core and adaptive bitrate. The most important part for me, because I am streaming from the Southeast Asian side, I have picked Southeast Asia, Singapore ingest server. So I will copy this URL and the stream key and put it to OBS. Now I am going to do a risky thing. I am not sure whether my camera will be disabled or not, but anyway, I am going to start OBS so that you can see what it is inside. So let me start and see, hopefully it will be okay. I hope it is okay. Let me check one more time that whether it is fine or not. Okay, seems to be okay. What I will do now, I'm going to share my OBS screen. So you get to see live how to do the adjustment, how to do the settings, the custom RTMP and everything else. So I will switch my screen sharing. I will stop sharing now. And now I'm going to share the window of OBS. Okay, let's go there. So here we have OBS. Right. So I hope you can see it clearly. You can see my microphone is speaking, but I have muted it over there. So what you need to do, first thing you need to do is to go to view and look for, go to view docs and look for stats. So these stats will help you to identify if there is any issues with your stream. So how do you do this? You go to docs and click on stats. So the stats window, you can put it anywhere. How you can see here is in the middle right now. So we haven't started the stream, so we can't guesstimate that whether it is taking up so much of your CPU or not. So one of the common problem with OBS that it might take up so much of your CPU power that your PC or Mac start to drag, or you can hear the fan running very fast. So this is a problem. Right now my CPU usage is 0.2%. So that's a very good usage, and my FPS is 30, and my average time to render a frame is 0.5 seconds. So there will be slight delay, but that's fine. That's expected. What we are going to do, we are going to go to settings. This is what all the settings is about. So I'm going to settings. First thing, go to stream. So remember the RTMP URL that I have copied and the RTMP key. Once this is done, you press apply. Now the next step is go to output. Now in the output, I would suggest, if you want to keep the audio fast enough, keep it into one track, and then you choose the encoder. If you are using a laptop or your desktop doesn't have a dedicated GPU, use X264. For X264, the specific settings will be CBR for rate control. Bitrate will be 3000 kbps, which is basically your upload speed, related to your upload speed. So if you want to stream in higher quality, higher clarity, you can increase this value. So I will show you that how this comes into the picture when we start streaming. Now in the keyframe interval seconds, put 2. Now the CPU usage preset set to very fast. Profile baseline, tune for 0 latency. Now we are not done here yet. So we go to audio, set the audio bitrate to 128 kbps. Okay, we are done in the output part of it. Now we go to audio, sample rate 48 Hz, then channels stereo. Now here decay rate is fast, and peak meter type is sample peak. Now don't forget to disable the Windows audio ducking. You know, Windows have this feature, if you start talking on the microphone, it will reduce all other sound. This can be a real problem if you didn't set these to disabled. You will find this in settings in Windows 10 and Windows 11. Go and look for sounds, then go to advanced, and then change this last tab, change the Windows audio, automatically reduce the sound, set it to disabled. Don't forget to do this. If you haven't done this, you just check this checkbox and it will do it for you. That's about it on the audio. Now on video, your base canvas resolution is full HD. But what trick I am doing here to reduce the CPU spike and the constant read and write on the disk, I am reducing this output canvas size to 720p. So this one you can test, means you try on your system. If it doesn't have a dedicated GPU, then you do not have to stream full HD, because then your bandwidth, the requirement will be much more less from full HD to 720p. This is the reason I'm saying that it will have a constant fast connection to the cloud server on the Onestream server. So remember this. Set your FPS value to 30. 30 is very standard and you can go with it. And do remember, certain places like Facebook groups or Facebook Live, it doesn't actually accept it. It accepts 1080p, but it doesn't save it on 1080p. It will save it at 720p. So it is still fine, and most people, those who are on mobile devices, they will be fine. Now these are the settings. Basically these are the settings. You do not have to go so much and fine tune so many things. Now don't forget this part, that when you go to output, the output mode generally will be simple and you will not be able to see a lot of settings. So make sure you have selected advanced. So I will show this when I re-review these steps. I will show these elements, that crucial elements that you need to remember. So we are done on the settings. What we are going to do, since we have already copied this information, okay, let me just paste it one more time on the stream. I will paste it here, and then I will copy the key, then I will paste it here. So when in the Onestream live page, make sure all of your channels are not live on the right hand side. I will show this screen later. So once this is done, I will press apply. Now I will go on the right hand side, you can see the button start streaming. It will not go live unless you select on the Onestream live screen. I will share that screen. So what I will do, I will start streaming. So I am on live right now and I am going to start another stream, means I am dual streaming at the same time. So it is a risky game, but I am willing to take the risk. So now you can see the button changed to stop streaming. You can see the status, output status is live, and you can see that you haven't dropped any frames, which is good. If you see on the stats that you have a lot of frames dropping, means you will have a lot of delay and all those kind of problems that will come inside your stream. And while I'm streaming dual streaming at the same time. My CPU usage is 0.12% and my FPS is 30, which is great, and the disk space and etc. So memory usage is just 375 MB and I have a 32 GB DDR5 memory scale. So you can see all these frames that going, there is no lags because I haven't set these to too much high standard. What you can do, you can go to settings and make sure you are not streaming, then you fine tune all these things. Means if it is 3000 kbps, you can increase to 4000 and see how it comes out. Then increase to 5000 and check the stats whether you have any lag or dropped frames. So this is how you actually troubleshoot what's going on or issues like delay or whatever. Now one thing you must remember, that once you go live from here, there will be a significant amount of delay from the stream to go live. Means when I'm saying this text will be spoken on the live show on my social media channels only after 5 to 15 seconds later. That is expected because the ingest server need to process it and then it need to send out to the social media sites. So of course it will have that delay, but that doesn't mean lag. Lag is a completely different thing to deal with. Now I am going to stop sharing my Onestream live screen because I have shown you the stats area. You can see frames missed, nothing, 0 out of 18,000. Skipped frames, 0 out of 4,865. This is optimized. Now you can also see what is your network usage and what is the bitrate. It's running at 2822 to between 3100 something. Means it is in between the 3000 range that we have set. What I'm going to do, I'm going to keep it as it is and I'm going to change the screen sharing and share the Onestream live site. So this is important because then you will be able to see how is it performing. Let me check, where is this? Alright, okay, here we go. So this is what I was talking about. So all your social channels, make sure they are turned off. All of them are off. Now you can see Onestream actually giving you the full statistics here. It is live. We haven't clicked live, but the stream data is coming in. You can see here, and the quality of the stream is excellent and roughly bitrate around 2.84 Mbps between 3000 that we have set, and the resolution is 720p. My frame rate is 30 FPS. So excellent is what you want to see on Onestream site. So you know your stream will not have interruptions, lagging, dropped frames and everything. So this is something that you need to keep your eyes peeled on. So basically you want to see excellent or great, something like this. The green color should be able to tell you that it is working fine. And you can see from these animations, then from the RTMP source, which is OBS, it is receiving the video signal in OneStream Live. So the computer here is the OBS, the middleman here is OneStream Live platform, so it is receiving here, but it's not yet went out to the social media sites. So if I click my OneStream test channel, so I just enable this, and now you will be able to see that the animation from OBS to OneStream Live platform, and it is going out to the social platform you have selected. As simple as that. And the best part is basically the stats is telling you constantly that how is the quality of your stream, whether it is doing great or doing medium or doing bad. So this is what I would recommend. Do not go live instantly. Turn all of this off on the right hand side, all these. Then you start your OBS, press start streaming. Now look at the quality of your output. This will tell you that whether you can go live or not and what is the condition of your stream. So if you see it's excellent, is between 3 Mbps or 2.7 Mbps, great, go ahead. Monitor it for a few minutes, then you can press live to go live. So that's basically the story. Now remember, there are other considerations. When I was talking about the tools, so there are certain kind of encoders, especially if you use video background like this, and let's say the file size is very big. So you should find a way to convert those AVI file or MP4 file into WebM. It is the newer generation file format. Those are much more smaller than the typical MP4, and this will help you because the OBS will be able to render them pretty fast without putting any pressure on your graphic card, any pressure on your CPU. So all these little things matters, because when you are using OBS, a lot of people have custom setup in OBS, and they tend to forget that there is a lot of processing needed to actually send out these signals outside. And that is why sometimes the CPU will spike, the resources will get hogged, because not everybody have laptops with 16 GB or 32 GB RAM. And definitely one more thing is turn off all other programs. They can interfere. So what I did on my PC, I created a script. It's a PowerShell script. Basically, it closed down all the extra process that runs, like my screenshot utility, my etc. etc. So I will keep only the sound for me, the Wavelink, this microphone software, and then I will keep the Stream Deck, and that's about it. The rest of the things I will close it off. This is very important, so you do not put extra pressure on your CPU, on your hard disk, and your graphic card. So this is the tools I'm talking about. If you go and Google, or if you ask ChatGPT, they will tell you that there is at least 5 different free websites where you can convert your MP4 files into WebM format, web media format. So just do that. So if you have a favorite MP4 that is playing as your background, just like this, just convert it to WebM format. Okay. So now I'm going back to my presentation, and as you can see, I have actually put in words all the things that I just shown. So I have some extra, which is, what if you have a good NVIDIA decoder, NVIDIA graphic card? In that case, the settings will be slightly different. So I will show that settings just in a minute. And you can see that I have highlighted that in the output tab, select what, and what. So each and every one of them have the specific settings for it. So I have also shown you how to check the stats, which area to look at, especially the dropped frame, especially the skipped frames. These will create problems and lags into your stream, and OBS can actually tell it to you. If you see the CPU usage is spiking, let's say it's going to 20%, it's not a good thing. So you have to figure out what is making it tick. So make sure your media files, your video backgrounds and etc., all these animations, 3D effect and whatnot, these can take up a huge amount of CPU resources, especially when it sends out the signal. That's the thing. And the process is simple. Once you're ready, you've configured everything, you press start streaming from OBS. First, check the status in the OBS system, right? Where is the status? This is the status. Receiving video signal. So here, whether we are live or not, and the quality of our stream, and you can see the bitrate that we have set is about 3 Mbps, resolution, and the frame rate. So once you are happy with this, then you turn on your social channel. It can be Facebook, it can be Twitter, and everything else in between, or YouTube. So you just turn on and off to go live on that specific social media platform. And that's about it actually. Now, always do one thing, open a tab and bring the tab out in a different screen or in the corner of your screen. Open up your social channel and on the tab, right click and mute that tab, because you do not want the sound to be interfered or somehow transferred in your stream. Then it will create echo. So for safety, mute it first. Then open the social channel and see how is your stream quality going. Okay, so yep. So I will recap now. I will go back to the beginning. So this is the process. Again, I'm recapping the entire thing. This has three major parts. One is optimize your OBS setup. Two is test your OBS stream setup. Test. Do multiple testing. The more you test, the more refined settings you can scale up. Then do the Onestream live adjustments. Those are very minor. It's not a big part of it at all. The biggest part of the configuration is point number one. Then the rest is basically just test and fine tune or tweak a little bit here and there. So optimize OBS. Don't use Wi-Fi. Do a speed test 15 minutes before your stream. Ensure that your stream speed, your upload speed, not download, upload speed is constantly good, more than 10 Mbps. Then set up the OBS settings or review. If you have done before already, you should review one more time that everything is okay in the settings or not. Then the tools, basically what I said, that convert your OBS assets, images, it can be images, it can be video files that you are using as a background or animation. Compress them online. You can find how to convert to WebM format and then convert them and download them again and put them inside your OBS assets. Means previously it was MP4, now it is WebM format. Yes. Hi, Pam. Yes, I'm talking about shutter encoder. Yes. So shutter encoder will help you to do this job, including the transparency, video transparency. If you have transparent video with animation, shutter encoder will help you to achieve this. So I think I will do in my next episode, I will include the shutter encoder. I didn't have enough time, but go ahead, go and download the product. It is I think free, mainly free program, and then test it out. WebM is an amazing format, and it can help you reduce your CPU usage. It can help you to reduce the asset size and how it is reading into your hard drive and continuously reading or writing. It can reduce that. So these are a lot of benefits, and definitely those who are using laptop to go live, definitely you should check this out, especially with OBS. Now let me continue the recap. Get the RTMP information. This you will find where exactly over here. You go to new stream and third party RTMP source, you will find the server information over here, right? So get that. Now enter this information in OBS settings. Go to stream, select custom, put the server URL, put the stream key. So I would also like to inform that if you are going to go live from a different location, please choose your nearest location. If you are in Seattle, or you are in New York or Dallas, or you are in South Africa, so pick your location nearest to you. You can also do auto detect, but for my case I have adjusted it for Singapore because I am nearest to Singapore. So this is just one tip that you can make use of. Now continue to OBS settings, set these values. Remember these values. This will help you immensely because if you keep this format, you can just go with it as easy as possible. I still pending one item, and I'm going to show it after I finish this recap. Now output options, set audio track to 1, encoder to 264. Remember, this is the safe option, means I am pre-allocating that you do not have a dedicated graphic card. So X264 is the safer bet. Now go for CBR rate control and bitrate set to 3000. Keyframe interval 2. Set the CPU usage preset very fast. Baseline 0 latency. Go with this, you will not go wrong. Now on the same option, output option, audio set to 128 kbps. In the audio option, set the sampling to 48 Hz, stereo, decay rate fast, and sample peak. Don't forget to disable Windows audio ducking. This can make a lot of problem. Now do the testing, test as many times you want. Check the stats, go and check the stats on Onestream side because they give you an excellent live status, as you can see on the screen. This is very, very nice. It can tell you that this green line means your stream is doing excellent, and you can see the bitrate you have set, it is working according to it. So these are the two testing points. So on Onestream live, adjustment is basically all these things. Let me show on top. You can change the background, you can change the type of security. If you want to put a password, you can do this. Then the embed code you want to put on your website for going live, you can do that as well. And set the adaptive bitrate. This is just your bandwidth meter, whether how much you have consumed this month. So once all of this done, first you did what? From OBS, start streaming, the button on the right. Then check the stream status first. Wait for a few minutes. Do not be so eager to go live. Check it first, check the quality, see if it is excellent, see if it is great, then go live. Now keep a tab open, muted tab open for your social media site that where you are streaming to, and check how is it going over there. So these are mainly the entire process. So I'm going to show the extra thing that I was talking about. So let me stop the stream from OBS first before doing any modification. So I'm going to do this live. So I stop my screen sharing and I'm going to share my screen for OBS. Okay, here we are. Let's check at the settings. So in the stream, you don't have to touch the stream. So you go to output. So we are going to change these. As you can see, I have NVIDIA. So I will pick NVIDIA NVEC H.264. This is a new type. Then the CBR, I will change these to 4000. And I will set it to quality and profile high, a little bit of look ahead, and the rest of the things I will turn it off. Psycho visual tuning, this is not necessary. So what it does, it enables optimized use of bitrate, increased previous visual quality. This is like so much fine tuning that you don't actually need this, but if you want to test it out, you can test it out. So we are going to see if we are going to have any dropped frames or skipped frames after this. So on the audio side, it will be same 128, and the rest of the things we haven't changed. Means the audio is the same, the video set rescale to 720p. Now I will press apply and press OK, and let me start streaming and see how the performance coming out from the Onestream side. This is very important. So when I start streaming, you can see I am live. This is the sign that I am live, and you can see my CPU usage is 0.2%, FPS is 30. I do not have so far any dropped frames yet. So it is a good sign. It is a good sign. Let me go and check on Onestream Live side. It says excellent. So basically I'm live, 3 Mbps, 30 FPS running, and the quality is excellent. So this is what you do. Imagine I am doing multi-streaming at this very moment. Multi means is dual. So I am streaming from OBS Live to the sample account, Onestream account that I have. Means it is taking that it is taking the 4 Mbps bitrate and sending it to the Onestream Live sample account, and I am live real time on my actual Onestream Live account and streaming and sharing all these screens. So this is a dangerous game, but I had no choice. So Pam, you have any questions? Let me make the screen bigger. Let me share one more time that what I have set for NVIDIA encoder. In the output screen, I have increased to 4000, and preset quality is preset is high quality. No, sorry, quality, and profile is high. So I added a bit of look ahead. So look ahead actually enables dynamic B-frame. So these are the settings for NVIDIA NVIDIA encoder. So this is not in the slides. This is additional. I wanted to show those who have the NVIDIA encoder or similar. So it can be, I'm not sure exactly this is how it is in other graphic cards. So don't forget about shutter encoder, and the reason being, let me stop this screen sharing and get back. So I hope my summary was useful, the recap was useful. So let me know what you guys think. Do you stream using OBS? Do you stream to directly other platforms using OBS? And what is your challenge points? What do you think it gives you problems, or you hit skipped frames, you hit occasional freezing, lagging, and everything else in between? So my policy, because I am going for the wider audience, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to keep it safe, and then we can experiment that what if I put 8000 Mbps bitrate? What if I put audio to 196 kbps, what will happen? Means think of it as a water pipe. So in a water pipe, there is so much water that can flow. So if the pipe is not wide enough, not wider enough, it will not hold so much water. It will not flow so much water. So remember this analogy, because I try to keep myself educated with that analogy. Means if the pipeline, which is your bandwidth, your upload speed, let's say the pipe size is only 3, but your stream size is 7, then everything will go wrong, because the system will not be able to push the 7 through the 3 Mbps pipeline. It's just actually like that. And for streaming, upload speed is the key. Even it is possible that even if you have 1 Mbps speed for download, but you have 5 Mbps speed for upload, you can stream at 3000 Mbps bitrate. So remember that part. And I have done some significant testing on OBS. Of course, I love OBS and I want to do much more shows on OBS. I'm sure Nilesh can remember the extension that can do wonders, especially bringing in comments and such things and display it on the screen. So that is my next hobby thing that I'm going to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this was, after this show, you will be able to say, okay, so I will be able to start with OBS without my laptop fan is going crazy and all these things. So basically optimize your assets and put it all together. Do not stress your PC out. Do not stress your pipeline. So check your speed, internet speed. If it is only 2000 Mbps, then what you do, you go to OBS settings and set it to the output quality to 1800 Mbps. So in that way, you still keep a little bit of headroom and still be able to stream. Yes, Social Stream Ninja. Let's not forget that. Because so many things in my head, I keep on forgetting the name. So my next hobby thing will be including the Social Stream Ninja extension. It's an open source extension, but you have to manually install it. You won't be able to find it on the Chrome store. Yes, the Video Ninja. This one actually I want to test, because Video Ninja, I know they are very good. A lot of people using it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try to put myself and a guest in OBS and stream it out. And that will be one of my next project. Hopefully I get a little bit of time, then definitely I will go for it. So let me know whether this show helped. If it didn't, put a thumbs down. Leave a comment, so I will know that, where I can improve, what else can be done. And if you think I have done something to help you out, don't forget to subscribe, because your subscription, your single like will send and help this video to go wider audience. It's as actually simple as that. So I think we put in a lot of effort. I had a discussion with Nilesh a few days back, and I was telling him, and we are telling each other, that how much effort we have to put in to get these streams working. Even after doing that, there will be always glitches, like how you're noticing I have some video flickering and all these things. Yes. Yes, so this one, I'm actually working on this, Nilesh, that what we can do after the live stream, how to edit the video, how to make shorts out of your live stream and make it more biteable size videos. So I'm also working on that, but it might be on the subsequent episodes, means maybe 2 episodes later. So don't forget, I also have a full video playlist for this series, so you can find all the videos and you will be able to see that it is a process of progressing and all that. So Having said all that, thank you for joining the stream. Pam, I'm not sure what you're doing. You don't say anything else, but thank you, Nilesh. That's a lot of support from you, and I hope it helped. I hope we get to know something out of it. So the tools, don't forget, as Nilesh mentioned, Video Ninja, Social Stream Ninja, and definitely Shutter Encoder. Don't forget these tools. Okay, you can experiment with them, do a separate experimentation, but what I would say that on the OBS side, I think I have covered the bases that can be expanded upon. Means you can increase the value, you can increase, like I downscale it to 720p, you can go for 1080p, you can go for 4K and see your internet pipeline can handle that or not. So that's an experiment to do by yourself. So you get to figure out what is your capacity of your computer and everything in between. Meanwhile, I need to take care of my cable. Definitely my cable is having problems and it is flickering and this is annoying. So that's beside the point. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next show. Remember, every Wednesday, 10 p.m. Singapore time, and don't forget to subscribe. It helps a lot. And I have some few other plans that I'm going to explain in my next show. So stay tuned for that. Bye for now. Bye-bye.